let's move a bit to talking about the community that looks after the DNS. So, Mastura, can you share a bit with us, who they are? Champika alluded to a few now. Can you help us with that, please?
All right. Thanks, Gerald. Good morning. Thanks for the question. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's DNS Forum webinar. Okay, as deeply shared by Champika just now, there are we know that the DNS is the fundamental element of the internet. Yes, there are large of community play a vital role, okay, in order to ensure the DNS is running smoothly. Okay, so I will take this opportunity to share with everyone who is the key player play a vital role behind of this DNS. Okay, so let me share my screen so that we can have a look who is the player. Okay, can you say?
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen now. Please.
All right. Okay, the first one I would like to introduce the first DNS community or the industry key players who look after for the DNS. Okay, so the one of it, the IETF, the Internet Engineering Task Force, where this community defined on the global protocol standards. Okay, so when we're talking about the standards, basically these standards expressed in the form of request for comments, or we have familiar about the RFC terms. Okay, so this is the standard where the document of method, behavior, research, or innovation that related to internet. Okay, next we have another DNS community, DNS player, so which is Regional Internet Registry. Okay, basically, or we call it RIR. Okay, so basically in the world, we have 5 regional body that are managing for the distributing the internet. Okay, so basically we have like APAC for managing the Asia Pacific internet region. Okay, so we have Afrinic, we have IRIN, we have LATNIC, and we have RIPE and NCC as well. All these communities work according to the respective regions, okay, in order to controlling, assigning, and distributing the IP address for the community. Right, so if I can move further, okay, the next key player here is ICANN, okay, where the ICANN play a vital role, okay, in managing and maintaining of the domain name space and as well as the IP addresses. Okay, so next, what we have is the IANA, okay, IANA, where the IANA basically the Department of ICANN, okay, so helps us to manage or administrative the domain name space which involve liaison with the TLD, top level domain name. Okay, for instance, the top level domain name, so as MY, MYNIC as the registry for the MY, basically any update, any communication on the .my information, we liaise directly with IANA. Okay, so a part of
Asura,
that.
we pause here. I think you gave some very good examples, like how you liaise with IANA. I think the IETF one, that's a good example about standards. Champika mentioned about IP version 4 and IP version 6. It's at the IETF that you develop the different standards. So that's where we're all using. Then I think just now Champika, when he talked about the DNS resolution process, you need an IP address for all the name servers. Then if you need IP address, where do you go to for our region? That would be with APNIC. So some very good examples. Yeah. So keep going, please. I interrupted you, but I think it's good to talk a bit about some examples for our audience.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Jerome. Okay, so next, the key players, and also this one already mentioned by Chapika just now. Who is maintaining, right, the DNS resolver or recursive server. So this is to make sure for us able access to the internet, maintaining the network, okay, make sure our internet can be accessed as good as possible. So this is the role of the network operator or ISPs, okay. So meaning that if they maintain securely, stably, so meaning that we can access to the internet smoothly. So meaning that this is the main role of the network operators and also the ISPs, okay, to ensure and maintaining the internet access to the community. Right. So if I can move on to the next key players, okay, registries. Okay, so when we talk the registries, okay, who is actually the registries in the world? Okay, so basically registries, we are referring to the home to the top level domain name. So meaning that who is maintaining the top level domain name? If I could give the example, the top level domain name, and also that one shared as well by Champika, we have like .com, right? So .au. So meaning that this zone or the top level domain name, we have the respective registries that maintaining that that particular top level domain name. If I could share the example here, okay, the VeriSign, for instance, is the registry for .com, okay, and MYNIC, okay, we are the registry for the country code top level domain name .my, and we go to our neighbor, okay, Singapore or SGLink, okay, so who is maintaining for the .sg, and also we have our neighbor as well, pengelola nama domain Indonesia or .id, which is these are the role of the registries, okay, to manage and administrative for the data for the TLD's domain name as well as the subdomain name under their purview. Right, so that is the main role of the registries. Okay, so meaning that in this context, registries always closely work with the IANA, okay, in order to make sure the top level domain name or the country code top level domain name is working as expected. Okay. Next, we have the registrars. Okay, who is the registrar actually in this context? Okay, basically the registrar fronting with the business website owners. Okay, so meaning that to help these business people or the entity, okay, to get to process the domain name. Okay.